Hi guys, welcome back to my shop. Today something a little bit different. We have to take a break from woodturning every once in a while, and we who are stuck at home right now with the virus going on, and it will be something that we'll be able to tell our kids about, but we want to do some stuff for fun. So I was sent this kit from Robotime. And this is one of those wooden model that you can build for yourself. This is the Terminator M870. So if you enjoy this and you like these wooden models, you can get this model with a discount. You can see the discount code and the link where to order this in the video description below, right there. I always read the video description. No one ever does. Now it's a good excuse for you to go to the video description and see how you can get one of these for yourself. So let's do this. Let's see how long it will take me to build this thing, and we'll see how well it works. So first thing off, let's see what we get in the package. So we've got a few of these cut boards, laser cut boards. We also get something like a calling card with a QR code in the background. Interesting, we'll see what that is. I see that they've also included a little bit of ammo, rubber bands, an instruction pamphlet, and let's put this here, and the white box, let's see if it's all of it, which contains another packet of rubber bands and a few springs. That's a lot of ammo right here. So let's see about these instructions. Wait a minute, it says that I'm supposed to have also a wax. Where is the wax? I didn't see the wax. Where is the wax? So apart from the wax, I'm supposed to have 2 large springs and 4 small springs, which I do. So unless the wax is somewhere hidden inside here, and it could be, then we might need to use our own wax. So this looks simple enough to me. Let's start and see how this goes. A little bit of sanding paper. I better put it somewhere where I'll be able to see it. Let's put this to the side, and let's start with the first piece, which I think is the piece that just popped out. So let's see how clear this is. It starts with D6. Which one is D? This is B. So let's put B back in its place, and we'll start with D. Oh, it's coming apart in my hand. Which one is D? This is A, this is C, and this is D. So I need D6, which is this one, and I'm gonna need C3, 5 of 3C, and 4 of C2. Okay, 5 of C3, C3. Here are C3s. It's nice that each piece is labeled, each one of the small pieces is labeled. These just easily break off. C3s, and I need 5 3Cs, and I'm gonna need 4 of C2. These just snap off very, very easily. C3, C2, maybe I need a small hammer. C3, C2, C3, C2, C3, and a C3. Okay, good job, me. And D3, like so. And D5, it's a D5, this is a really, really small piece. And D7, where is the D7? This is the D7. And a D5. Okay. And the D5 goes into the hole of the D7. I believe this is this, and it connects to this, like so. A choose A. Let's go to A. A. This is A. So 3 A2s. A21, A2, 1, 2, 3. I really like how these pop out of their shell. And the last one is A1, which is this large piece. So carefully. Okay. Here. here. Another A2 that goes here as well. Here I'm gonna need one A8, A8, and two A7s. A8. It doesn't matter which orientation they go in. This just goes in. Put on an A7 here, and an A7 here. That's so awesome. First part done. Number 2. B4, B5 and A6. So A6 is this one. It's really nice. The lasered texture on the hilt. And I'm going to need B5, B5 and B4. And this goes over here. And A14. Found it. This little guy wants to stay out. Okay. A14. Like so. Oh, it came out. Now this part, this and like this, and let's make sure. Looking good, isn't it? And here I'm being asked to use the wax, and the wax wasn't in, so I'm gonna bring my own piece of wax. So a little bit of candle wax here. A16. A16. A16 is this part, and an A18. I want to use a screwdriver for this, or a chopstick. Who doesn't have chopsticks in his workshop? So A16 and A18. Okay. And it says to wax the shaded area and the back side. Okay. And the back side. So probably this is part of the trigger mechanism and it's going to slide. So the wax is going to help it slide a little bit more smoothly. It will create a lubricant. Okay. And this goes like so inside. Okay. That wasn't so hard. That wasn't so hard. It's all waxed up. Now I have to take two B13s. B3s, not B13s, B3s. Two of them. B3, B3, B3. 1 and 2. And like so. Wonderful. A17. Put this aside. A17 and A21. And then we're going to take B3, B12. Two B3s, two B12. Two B3s and two B12s. Two B3s, 1 and 2, and two B12s. So B3 comes first, and then B12. B3 comes first, then B12. So that's another piece done. Looking good. Now we're going to A20. A20, which I believe is the trigger. A20 and an A18. A18. There we go. A20 and A18. Look. And then two B3s. Perfect. I think we're good. Okay, I need to polish the shaded area with wax. Here is my wax. So polish here. This is where the trigger mechanism will go inside. And here the shaded area, so I need a smaller piece of wax for that. Okay. Just waxing along. Wouldn't it be funny if after all of this I'll find the stick of wax somewhere? Let's continue. Let's place the trigger mechanism. So this goes in here, like so. This goes in here, like so. It's really nice, the trigger. And this doesn't say anything about it. This goes in later. Okay, so this goes here to the side. There's 3 types of strings. There's a long one, a medium one, and a short one. So they are marked. P3 is the long one. P1 is the shortest one, and P2 is the one that's in between. So it goes P3 here in the channel. And it says to wax the spring as well. This will reduce the noise of the spring. Let's wax the spring a little bit. And this goes here on this little shaft. And the smallest spring goes here. And I believe this is the return mechanism, but that's really nice. Yeah, don't play around with it too much while it's not encased and closed up. And then the little bit longer one goes in the trigger. We'll put the other springs back in their small bag. It's really nice. Okay, springs done. You know something? Although it doesn't say so in the instruction, I think I'm gonna wax the part of the trigger itself. It doesn't say so in the instructions, but I'm getting a feeling that it will need a little bit of waxing as well. It couldn't hurt. Yeah, good. Both sides waxed up. Okay, let's put some wax on the strings as well, on the springs. Okay, next step, B9. B9. And it says here to polish the shaded area, so I'm going to polish it right now. So I won't forget to do it later. And B10. Again. And gonna use my chopsticks for this. And this goes from the other side, not the side that I just waxed, which is this side. Okay. And this goes here, I believe. I need an A4 and C2. It says first do the A4. So A4 is another connector. There we go, A4. And C1. Where are the C's? Here are the C's. C1, it's the big one. Okay. So it says first put the A4 in here. Is this a little? It's a little aim. Okay. And the C1 goes like this. Gets here, 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 here. This actually encloses everything together. Okay. Starting to be interesting. B1 and D5. B1, where is B1? This piece here. And D5. And D5. Where is D5? Oh, one of those. D5 is one of the smallest pieces, so watch out. Can you hear my cat in the background? Okay, so this goes through the bottom, like so. And note that you have one of the sides, it's got some markings on it, and the other one is without markings, so this goes to the side without the markings. Okay. And this goes here on the front. It's being held really well, by the way. These connections are really strong. And we're going to put this inside. Put the part in the proper direction. It says put the part in the proper direction, so we should be attentive. So this is not the proper direction. This is the proper direction. So we're taking B2 like so, and we'll do the same process that we did at the beginning with the first piece. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 C2s. 1, 2, 3, 4 C2s. And again it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's good. Okay, then we just place this over this and lock it in place. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so nice. A little bit of wax. Okay, next step. I finished the entire first page, guys. That wasn't so long. 1 A14 and 3 A22s. 1 A14 and 3 1 A14. Where is A14? A14. Here we go. 1 A14 and 3 A22s. 1, 2, 3. So A14 goes here. Make sure you cut or sand away. I think probably this is why they give you a little bit of sandpaper. Just to clean all the cut out parts. And 3 A22s, that goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And now we need C12, C12, the big piece, C12, C4, like so, and A5. I really like the pattern on these. So C12 goes on top. And then let's put C4 and C4. That's so nice. Very good. Starting to look like a shotgun to me. Again, it says pay special attention when assembling. Now this is going to be cool. So we need D1 and E5. D1, D1 and E5. And I can tell you that the E is the coolest part. All these laser cut pieces that are going to be foldable and malleable. It's so cool. Okay. And it says pay special attention when putting these on or in. This is so cool. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic engineering behind these pieces. And my neighbor decided to turn on his radio, but we'll forgive him. So we're starting here. We're putting this like so. And this goes all the way around like so. And we have to repeat it 3 more times. Yep, that looks so awesome. And this connects to a D2. Let's look for a D2. So this goes like this, and this will lock this in place. That's so smart. Absolutely fantastic. Now they can't move out. Now I'm gonna need 8 C5s. 8 C5s. These are C5s and there's 8 of them in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and for the next step I see we need 4 C9s. So if we're already here, let's take out the C9s as well. But we'll start with the C8s. So top and bottom, very simple. Okay, and now the C9s, they go, let's hold it in the correct orientation, and they go like this through the entire thing. And now we need 8 C10s and 4 C7s. 8 C10s. So there's, I believe every one of these is 2, or yeah. So there's 8 in total. Eight C10s and 4 C7s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the C4s go like so. And the C10s, they go in double, it seems, like so. Oh, they go from each one of the sides, like so. Next is 4 C6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I'm going to need all 8 of them. So 8 C6s, and I'm going to need the C8s as well. Again, one side of the C8s, as you can see, has a pattern on it, and that should be the outside. A little bit of sanding of the little pieces where we disconnected them from the board itself. Not much. Small pass should eliminate all those pesky little leftovers. So on the bottom, this goes like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So first is the small one, like so, the C6s, and then on top a nice looking C8s. That's so cool. I believe these come to simulate the shotgun shells. And now, there we go. I'm gonna need 4 A3s. 4 A3s, which are here. Again, my trusty chopsticks comes to save the day. And this will help me connect this to this. So this goes like so. Okay, I'm sorry that I butt in with my head. And okay, next step will be the front of the grip. So I'm going to need E4s and A9s and 10s. So E and A's. So this is the A's and these are the E's. Where are you guys? E's, these are the E's. So the main parts are, I need pins that are E4s, which are these. Okay. Four pins, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna need, this is for the top one, we're gonna need A9s and A10s. So A9 go on the top, A10 goes on the bottom. So let's do the A9 first. It doesn't say which one is first, so I guess we can do them whichever order we want. So and these just butt one against the other. Where is my sanding paper? Again, there's a little bit of leftovers from the place where they attach to the board itself. So we're gonna sand these away. I think it's actually even more efficient to use this sanding paper than the utility knife, the cardboard knife that I've been using. No, I actually just need 2 pins for each of these, so I took too many pins out. So 4 pins will go here for later. Let's remember those. 1, 2. And this is the A9s. They go on the top. Over here. It locks in place, it's really nice. Nice secure action. And now for the bottom. These are the A10s. And this locks down the bottom. Perfect. We're gonna need C11, A19, A12 and E3. So let's start with A12. And again, A12 got a nice pattern on it, so probably that's the outside piece. And A19, 2 pieces. There we go. Let's keep them attached for the moment. C11, C11, just one of those here. Okay, and E3. And E3. 2 of those. So we'll start with the C11 and we'll keep the pattern on the outside, blank side in. And actually that goes right here, and that's it. It doesn't have any other parts. It goes here on the end. That's the muzzle. And these go like this. First is one of those, another one of those, and then it's the A19s separated on the sides. 1 and 2. And to lock it all together, we've got the C11. B8. 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 There we go. This is B8. And one of the largest pieces here. E11. Would you look at this piece? Oh my god, it's so delicate. It's so delicate. It's so delicate. It's so delicate. So there's a blank side and there's again a side with a pattern on it. The pattern obviously is on the outside. This is so scary. So First of all, the B8 goes in. This grabs, see this little pin on the center, goes inside of the spring that we've already loaded beforehand. There we go, like so. And then this is supposed to connect to those. So we should connect one side, then the other side. I'm flexing it a little bit before I'm going all the way. I don't want to break it. And if you can see the instruction in the hard parts, there are QR codes that you can scan, and it says here scan for assembly video. So in case you're not 100% sure what you need to do, you can always go and watch a video. But you know me, I do my own stuff. So I flipped it over, and I'm gonna put these like so. And then we'll round it off. I'm so scared. It's gonna break. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And into place. And it survived. For now. There we go. That's so cool. Look at that. What was that? Okay. So let's relax for a second. Now we're gonna close this off. And we're gonna do it using D4s and D8s. D4s and D8s. So let's find the D platter. So these are the D4s. And I'm gonna need 4 D8s for each side, a couple, 2 pins for each side. And these go, let's see. So these come in through the bottom and they go through here. And on the other side as well. There we go. So awesome. Okay. Okay, so the next part, B6, E2, E2 and B6. So 2 B6, 2 E2s. Where is B's and E's? Here is E. So E2, two of those. E2s and two B6s, which are these. B6s and E2s, and this goes here. So first are the E's, E2s, and then the B's on the outside. Okay, so I'll start with these. I'll put them in the holes. I'll pass them all the way through. And it says that it might bend a little bit, the wood, so be prepared. And it's in. And then on the outside, the B6. That's so cool. And the same process on the other side. I'm going to slide these two hooks on the bottom and round it off to the top. Bend this top hook a little bit so it will and slide it all the way in. There we go. And slide it all the way in, and we'll take the B6 and close it off. Whew. And now we need to lock this out with B7s. B7s, where are you? Oh, there's a nice embellishment here. Did I finish that? So B7, oh, that's the thing that locks them into positions. So B7, two of those. And this goes inside here. Again, there's a smooth side and there's a side with leaves lasered in, so those would be on the outside. And here I might need a little bit of mechanical help just to push it through. There we go. So nice. Again, make sure that the leafy part is outside, is on the outside. It's the visible part. And I'm using these nail nose pliers to help me get the piece inside of the hole. Very gently, side by side from side. There we go. Next, bullet hook and receiver hook, forehand and trigger. Is that it? Am I done? Yeah, I think I'm done. So now that it's done, let me show you how to load it up. So you take the gun and you take 2 rubber bands at a time. It shoots out 2 rubber bands at the same time, and you can load up 5 rounds. So you take 10 rubber so you take 10 rubber bands all together. I think that's about 10. And you grab 2 rubber bands and you place them here on this hook at the front. And you pull them back and you place them on the little wheel. And you wind the wheel back once. And then you take another 2 rubber bands and you place them on the hook and on the wheel, and you wind it back once. You hear it click. You load again, 2 rubber bands, and you go back until you click, 2 rubber bands on the hand and on the wheel, and turn it back until it clicks. And the last one, you put 2 rubber bands and there's not a lot of room left. You put 2 rubber bands and on the wheel and you cock it. I'm not sure that you have to cock it back. So if I pull the trigger now, nothing happens. But once I use this and I cock it back, it primes it. And then the trigger becomes live. And once you press the trigger, it will release the 2 rubber bands. And then you knock it again, it will release 2 rubber bands, and you knock it again, and it will release 2 rubber bands, knock it again, release 2 bands again, and the last one. I think that's probably one of the coolest thing I've ever saw. So now we're gonna have to do some target practice, and for the target practice we got these little soldier dudes. Let's get back all the bands that I just fired at my wall around here. And let's set up these guys over here. As you can see, there's a few of those. There we go. And these guys come with bases to put them on. So we'll take these guys out. The bases are on the B platform, so we'll take those out as well. Let's connect those. And now what I'll do, I'll go and spread these guys around my shop a little bit, and we'll see how well I can eat them. At this point, the trigger is completely, wait a minute, there's some wax here. At this point, the trigger does nothing until you cock it, and then you can fire it off. So let's fire a few shots off and see how quickly we can do those. And that's it. 10 rubber bands, 5 shots. So, in conclusion, I have to say that this is the first model of this type that I've ever made. It was a really fantastic experience. It took me about 2 hours to construct this. With zero experience, you can definitely buy this for any child to do with you, or buy themselves, maybe with a little bit of your help with the tricky parts, with these a little bit more flexible parts. I do have to say that I did break a couple of these parts, and I glued them back on only to realize that there are a lot of spares. You need only 4 of these, and they give you, as you can see, 5 more spares, because they probably know these are very delicate and they're bound to break. Once they're on, they're very strong. And they also give you another one of these in case this one breaks. The first one didn't break, so I got a spare of those. And there are a few other parts here that come as a spare. You got these nice embellishments for the ends of the cocking mechanism, another one of these for the inside, and some of the pins, another wheel for the magazine, and some other small pins and stuff like those that they give you as spares. So if one of those break, you can always use one of the others, but don't go wild. It's not an endless supply. If you're like me and you have a wood shop, then you can always fabricate more parts in case you've exhausted the parts that you have. So I want to thank again Robotime for sending me this model. It was a fantastic experience building it, and I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to show you guys one of their fantastic models. So once again, if you made it this far into the video, you can find the link to buy this product and a discount code in the video description at the bottom of the video. Go inside, click the link, buy the thing, use the code, and I hope to see you back in my shop really soon.